May gray, June gloom. So what we got here is...
There's 12 inches from the back, right?
What's that?
Cut it 12 inches from the back, this way?
Yeah, about. We just need to pop out of the box, just so we can transition to the poly. So what's going on is the gas company red tagged the meter, and there was a leak somewhere in here. And just digging all this out, and we're gonna run a new line into the crawl space and adapt onto the old Galvy that they have. And this video is going to trigger a lot of people. You'll see why here in a bit. I do have my threader and my threader stand, but we're not going to be threading too much. This is from the meter. Look at that. That's the pipe. It's just completely collapsed. So, all right. Yeah, I guess I'll crawl under there and we can see, we can punch a hole through there or something. Because we can be above ground right there. We just have to paint it or something. So, all right, let me crawl under. Laying the pipe with the tracer wire. We got the tracer wire in and the pipe. We're just burying the middle part here. But where we do all the connections, we will leave exposed until we test everything. So this is a poly transition. It's iron pipe to poly. Just preparing these while they backfill. All right, we backfilled pretty much everything except for right here. And the reason we're leaving this open is that's because where we connect our poly transition to the poly. And once we test that, if there's any leaks, we don't want to have to dig it back up. But this is all untouched pipe. And then we're just getting this ready for tomorrow. All right, day 2, we're gonna start mega pressing, and we're gonna start cutting some stuff here. So we'll start with this. No. Yeah. So right now we're using, this is pipe wrap glue, because you can't have well, in this instance it's okay to have a little galvanized underground, but we're gonna wrap it like hell with this, and this just helps it stick really well. But you don't have to wrap this or the MegaPress. Okay, got it all wrapped up. So now what we're doing is this method called socket fusion. And I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I guess I don't trust it because I haven't used it that often. I've used it once or twice before and haven't had any issues. But basically, you have this machine right here, and this side heats the pipe. You put it on like that, and it heats the pipe. And then this side heats the fitting, which is right here. You put that on like that, and then it melts both sides, and then you literally just stick it on there and it melts it together. So one side's gonna go on here, the other side's gonna go on there, and then this is our bracket for the little firefighter. So we're gonna come up, we're gonna have a horizontal little firefighter right here, 90 back down into the trench, and then we're gonna come up and stub in to the crawl space right there. That was already there, we didn't have to do anything. And as a matter of fact, the gas line is actually exactly in the center of that, so I'll make it really easy. But Los is getting some electricity for us. All right, there's socket fusion for you. Oops, that's how you do it. Little MegaPress action. And they didn't have any unions, but I wouldn't have used any unions anyway, because if you ever have an issue, you can cut it right here and use a coupling, cut it right there and use a coupling, or you can cut the 1 inch, and because you have about 16 inch, 12 inches maybe of 1 inch right there. So I'm always trying to think ahead for the next guy. And also you're gonna have this big riser here that you can cut. So, but these really don't, I mean, they last forever. They last for a very long time. But we're gonna press this one on and wrap it, and then we're going to come out of the crawl space. All right, so that's the existing gas line. That's our new one coming in from outside. So I'm going to cut this back and put a ball valve on here just so we can test all the work we did and cancel out the house. So I just want to test what we did. So this is going to be hard. Okay, there you go. That feeds the rest of the house. And then we just pulled a couple of measurements. We're going to press them out there. And then I'll come back in here and press Ola. You're gonna have to take that brick right there and chop it, do a little mortar.
Okay, bye.
Now we're gonna do a pressure test. We were having technical difficulties. We had it hooked up to the meter and it wouldn't hold any pressure. The gauge is a little messed up, but it's still holding. So we had to take off the meter connection and cap that just so we could test all of our work, and it's holding. Now we just have to go from that ball valve into the house, and I have the ball valve under the house off, so I'm gonna mess with this again to make sure that, but I mean it ain't moving. It's not moving. All right, final look. Looks good, man. Put the bush back in. Can't even see it back there. They're gonna have to come back and do a little brickwork, but that'll be easy enough. Put a little mortar around there.